EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Looking free downfield. It's Kirk. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
On 2nd down, Stroud. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. On play action, Stroud. He'll try and get there on the ground.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he will score. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
The quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's the counter. Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Zone read. It's a give to Taylor. And he finds some space. Tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indy.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and you come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one a bit high, but it's complete. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Texans.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Stroud to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing is Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off, and he picks up a big gain and converts the 1st down.
To the right side, and Kirk's got it. 2nd and a yard. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. That's on the veteran guard, Laken Tomlinson. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. This one complete to Higgins. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. Second and 7. From the gun, Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room. Not only
he's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Richardson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And mark them down up beyond the 30.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Texans first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down. To throw, it's Stroud. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Stroud. He'll try to run for it. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Colts are back within 4 at 14-10. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Texans 14, Colts 10.
Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Alec Pierce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Richardson. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He is in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it.
Complete to Christian Kirk. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. The 38-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. So on these play calls, Mike, on third and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Kirk is the motion man. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
We'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a second and 12. They will work the middle with Mixon. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. On on the bootleg, it's Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Taking off, he'll try to get the... And he will get into the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Richardson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
From the gun, Richardson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Braxton Berrios, deep to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On first and 10, here's Stroud. Got his man, it's Kirk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a second and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
22 yards. First down, Texans.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Texans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. This is fourth down. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much, and that should wrap this one up. A tight end in motion now. They'll give this to Mixon, running right. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. On the give, this is Mixon. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.